Every single Christmas Eve, my wife and I have the exact same tradition, and that is, we get some hot cocoa, we get all the gifts that we've procrastinated wrapping for the entire month, and we marathon all of The Office Christmas episodes. There's something unique watching all of the holiday episodes of a series. It's like you get a snapshot of the story at that moment in time. We can see how relationships grow or break, and we get a brief glimpse of what was important during that time in the story. So consider me your ghost of Christmas past.
I am the ghost of salesman past. Do not come near me.
As we journey through Christmas with Dunder Mifflin. And while there won't be anything scary moving forward, there will be spoilers, so be warned.
Warning! Warning! Warning!
In the first half of season 2, The Office was still evolving its storytelling approach. Michael had morphed from,
"Would you like some googie googie? Oh, I have some very delicious googie googie, only 99 cents plus tax!"
and became a more sympathetic character. Each episode then was mandated by the network to end on a high note, rather than reveling in the misery of the story. Season 2's Christmas party has all of the chords that make up an early episode of The Office.
Hey, swap! That's what makes it fun.
The threat of downsizing is putting a damper on The Office.
It was a tough year. I had to fire somebody this year. Yeesh.
And Michael attempts to liven it up with a Secret Santa gift exchange during the Christmas party. Michael was able to keep the branch within budget and ended up getting a decent bonus. In a display of trickle-down economics, he wanted to pass down some of his bonus to his employees in the most Michael way possible. What I've always loved about this episode is that it really captures the British office's commentary on how these drab office parties really are, but then shows how good they actually can become. And in that vein, we have the subplot of Jim and the love-professing teapot gift. These two plot lines intertwine, creating the main tension for the episode. And it takes me back to middle school, worrying about the secret of who I liked would be exposed to the world.
Point is, it's not Kelly.
Once Michael ruins the party, he reconciles by purchasing some Christmas spirits.
This is Christmas spirit, as in spirits.
Booze.
And livens up the party. This is when The Office first employed the use of the third act Christmas music montage. And that becomes a staple for these holiday episodes moving forward. We meet Bob.
Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration.
What line of work you in, Bob?
We get the lampshade on the head. The whole thing really ends up very wholesome. Pam has the teapot sans letter.
Oh my God!
Jim's still pining for Pam, and Pam's less than thrilled with Roy.
I don't know, like a sweater or something?
And for the first time in the history of the series, Michael gets his acceptance that he so desperately desires.
Michael? Paul Richards? Yeah, that sounds good.
The next door in our advent calendar is the Benihana Christmas episode in season 3. Directed by the awesome Harold Ramis. Dropping into this one, we can see that the downsizing story arc has already completed. The branches have merged. Jim's already professed his love, was shot down. Pam broke it off with Roy, but now Jim is with Karen.
Brangelina is with Frangelina. Moving on.
Meanwhile, Michael's real estate agent / Steve Carell's real-life wife, Carol, breaks up with Michael after some questionable Photoshop decisions. This episode's tension really plays on the tyranny of the Angela-led party planning committee.
Meredith, if you don't come to my party, you will be very, very sorry. Is that a threat? No, it's an invitation.
A trend we are going to continue to see throughout this video.
Angela.
An uncomfortable alliance is formed between Karen and Pam to create the committee to plan parties.
There's no such thing as the committee to plan parties.
There is now, we just started it.
As they take on the party planning committee head on by attempting to plan a party better than Angela.
Fruity and delicious.
Meanwhile, Andy, ever sucking up to Michael at this point, takes a depressed Michael out to Benihana.
It's family style.
No, it's not.
Dragging Jim and Dwight along with them.
Hold its neck back. Insert the knife beneath the jaw, bring it all the way around. There's gonna be a good amount of blood.
Michael and Andy fail at picking up these two waitresses, but do succeed at picking up these ones. As they return to the party planning wars, a harsh stalemate is in place. In the spirit of Christmas, the two parties combine, and the Christmas music montage takes place full of some heartwarming goodness. And in a full reversal here, we get Pam pining for acclaimed Jim.
Well, maybe the CIA could send a helicopter.
And then Michael makes some phone calls that will lead to a few surgeries.
Excuse me, boob enhancement.
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
It's all inclusive,
Okay, so at the halfway point of this video, I thought I'd call out that if you're still looking for some Christmas gifts to give to that special Office fan in your life, check out Culture Fly's Office Box. It's a quarterly subscription box chocked full of Office unique merchandise. The holiday box is full of some awesome stuff, so check it out. Links in the description, 15% off your first box if you use promotion code Mulverine at checkout. Supports the channel and gets you some great Office merch. So back to Christmas with Dunder Mifflin. Season 4 was cut short due to the writer's strike. So we jump forward in time all the way to Season 5's Moroccan Christmas. Because of the time jump here, we have a lot of story to catch up on real quick. Jim and Pam are not only together, they are now engaged.
To be married?
Yep.
And then Dwight and Angela are now broken up due to the unauthorized euthanizing of Sprinkles.
Euthanize this place?
Man, sometimes explaining the plot of The Office sounds like a daytime soap opera.
Oh, God!
Anyway, Angela is taking on a new lover, but an affair with Dwight has taken hold. An affair that Phyllis has secret knowledge of, allowing her to blackmail Angela into submitting all authority of the party planning committee to her only.
I think for it to be blackmail, it would have to be a formal letter.
Moroccan Christmas attempts to play with the formula of Christmas episodes in general. They do this in a few ways, by commenting on the consumerism of the holiday,
Fa la 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 ka-ching.
removing traditional Christmas decor and traditions, and by taking that late episode music montage and dropping it early in the second act.
Belly dancing.
And then having that montage end with Meredith's hair catching on fire.
I got a live one! On fire!
The third act then of Christmas Party devolves into this very uncomfortable intervention for Meredith's alcoholism.
Have you ever, under the influence of alcohol, questioned the teachings of the Mormon Church?
And then the power dynamics of the party planning committee are played with, ending with this very heartbreaking reveal.
Angela's having sex with Dwight.
A truth revealed to everyone except Andy.
Tough room. Come on, I just learned it.
And in one last stab to the traditional formula of even an Office episode, it doesn't even bother redeeming the story. It just allows us to feel this one.
Well, don't look so surprised.
But then the next stop on the Dunder Mifflin Polar Express is almost halfway into Season 6. After flipping the script on Moroccan Christmas almost 4 years after the original Christmas Party, Secret Santa in Season 6 is full of homages to that first party. Jim and Pam are now married with a baby on the way, but there is now a new budding will they won't they.
Are you serious?
What? Is it you?
Yeah.
When you're...
I don't. Are you?
Oh, no.
Are you
I was saying, are you?
I don't.
And instead of a subtle teapot and love letter, Andy goes big, getting Aaron all 12 days of Christmas. The tension in this episode begins with Michael not getting to be Santa, and that honor has been bestowed to Phyllis by Jim, who is now a co-manager along with Michael. There is some gloom in this episode.
I'll be fired.
Well, can't Alan protect you?
Alan will be out too, all of us.
A late second act Christmas montage occurs, but Jesus Michael ruins everything by heckling the party. In a childish fit, he goes to tell on everyone to his boss.
Phyllis, a woman has usurped my role as Santa.
And in that conversation, learns that Dunder Mifflin has been bought by a new company. This changes Michael's entire attitude, and the episode's tone follows. Michael reveals this secret to the staff, panic ensues.
You two are the worst bosses! You never know anything! It's like the blind leading the blind. Yes,
relax.
yes!
Okay, I could still fire you.
But is quickly dashed. The episode ends with a crowd surf, and then does go out on a pretty wholesome note. As we start on the home stretch of Christmas episodes, Season 7's Classy Christmas has a subtle gloom hanging over it too, both story-wise and in the series itself. The main subplot of this episode is Jim taking a prank too far. Kicking off this spy versus spy snowball fight. Along with that B-plot, there's a C-plot involving Daryl's kid coming to visit the office.
Because the star is right behind her ear.
And the game's over, seconds later.
A D-plot of Pam attempting to one-up Jim's gift-giving ability, and an E-plot of Oscar detecting something's up with Angela's new boyfriend.
Oh, right. The state senator.
But the main source of tension in this episode...
Everyone's on edge because of the Strangler trial.
No, it's probably not that. Everyone has been pretty chill about this whole serial strangler on the loose in Scranton. But the main source of drama is that the love of Michael's life is back in Scranton. But she's spoken for.
Yeah, Randy Newman's the best.
Really, it's a play on the same thing that we saw in Benihana Christmas. And this one is hitting Michael pretty hard.
Michael, I'm sorry.
And we did this whole stupid party for you.
But the arc does end with Michael getting his emotions in check to give Jada a good Christmas experience. Well, it actually ends with this very terrifying snowman prank pulled by Dwight to terrify Jim.
In the end, the greatest snowball isn't a snowball at all. It's fear. Merry Christmas.
I love it. Really, though, the gloom in this one is off-screen.
Just like when you ate those maple candies that you brought for us.
Knowing that Holly's introduction back to Scranton means that this will pretty much be the end of Steve Carell's involvement with The Office, which is a fact that is extremely apparent when we hit Season 8's Christmas Wishes. With Andy in the manager's seat, we've zoomed past Michael's departure, Andy and Erin's first stab at a relationship, Angela married a gay state senator and is now pregnant, and Robert California is the big boss of the company. Not everything is new though, as Jim and Dwight's prank war has now flipped. They're pranking themselves in an attempt to get the other one to lose their bonus.
Henrietta.
The main source of drama in Christmas Wishes is Andy brings his current girlfriend to the office. Erin gets drunk and starts some drama. Even though Andy's happy with his new lady friend, he still has a desire to be with Erin. Robert California gives a very drunk Erin a ride home, and hoping that that's the only ride that Erin's going to get that night, Andy follows Robert, and we see that California is being a perfect gentleman with the young, intoxicated Erin.
There is only sex.
Christmas Wishes is one of the weaker Christmas episodes of The Office, but it does have a third act great musical montage, and the episode ends with this awesome joke.
Oh man, I was supposed to tell Dwight something. Come on, Jim. I got nothing.
Capitalizing on the prank war. And just like that, we're at our last stop, at Christmas with Dunder Mifflin. Before I go on, if you can give this video a like, I would really appreciate it. It helps somehow, and I don't really understand. But Season 9's Dwight Christmas jumps us forward to a Jim who's about to begin his athlete venture. Jim gets super jazzed about this Pennsylvania Dutch Christmas idea.
Yes, that.
And thinks things would end on a high note. There's a ton of great Schrute family traditions revealed. Perhaps all of the setup here is for the failed spin-off The Farm. Dwight dresses up as Belschnickel.
Oh, judgment is nigh, for the Belschnickel ist I.
Yes, he is finally nigh.
And the tension of this episode is Pam, Daryl, and Dwight struggle with Jim's decision to leave Scranton. Jim decides to leave the party, and as these parties do, they hit a wall. Jim decides to return, and Christmas is back on.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
We end this one with one of my most rewound moments of the series. Craig Robinson's strut here gets me every time. And in a series that lasted 9 seasons with 7 holiday-themed episodes, binging these on Christmas Eve not only fills us with the feels, tells us the story of The Office via the parties,
Via webcams and fibers to the real party,
but is also full of laughs and heart.
Go get him. Oh!
Very impish.
The Office is a series that I think most people can relate with. Humans together in any context will come with cringe that only connection to each other can conduct. Christmas parties, traditional or not, with unexpected guests, chaos, TMI.
There were things they wanted you to do in bed that were foreign.
And gift exchanges. The Office got these right. It's just a shame that we can only relive these moments in the past.
I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
Guys, I'm reviewing every episode of The Office on my channel, and along with Christmas with Dunder Mifflin, I've also dropped Christmas with Greendale, which is about community Christmas episodes. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.